Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Start Over Saturday, and we have a new coloring to start. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Alex, and hello, Davissa. Hello, everyone out there lurking. I don't mind my lurkers. I lurk a lot. So the choices that we have, and I have put up a poll, are Heather Valentin's Sleepy Ghosts or Karen Meyer's Marble Hill Manor. It's creepy looking. Hello, Yana. Hello. So those are the choices. We've got Marble Hill Manor, or we have our Sleepy Ghosts. And for some reason, the camera is picking up the light weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Here, we'll put a shadow. There we go. I don't know why it's picking up the light so weird on that. For some reason, it's reflecting off of the lines. Kind of makes it look a little creepy. Yes, this is the newest book. This is The Mystical Lands of Kalandra. Kilinada. Okay, so it's the new book. Yeah, isn't that a ghostly effect? Isn't that awesome? I don't know why it's doing that. Hello, Jen. So we have Karen Meyer's Marble Hill Manor from her new book, or the Sleepy Ghosties from Heather Valentin. Now remember, both of these will be done. It's just depending upon which one we do this week. We'll do the next one next week. Absolutely no problem at all. Do I have a link for the book? Let me check. I think I only have a link for her entire YouTube thing, but I'll grab you the link for the book. I will grab it for you. It's such a cute book. Now, of course, this will be an affiliate link, and as an affiliate, I do receive a few pennies for every purchase used with the link. Well, you were ignoring me, so hello, Rinka. You were so engrossed in your coloring, Pamela, and it looks great. It's just those pencils. Hello, Calamity. You have not missed much. So we're voting on a picture, either the Sleepy Ghosts or the Marble Hill Manor. Yes, you do need it. It is a wonderful book, and it's a fantastic fall book. She has another one coming out soon as well. I can't wait. I love her books. So we'll give it a little bit of time. We've got 11 votes, 16 viewers. Yay! Which is which? Okay, so this is Heather Valentin. So the little bats. Hello, Kenny. Hello, Dan. So the little bats is Heather Valentin. And Marble Hill Manor is Karen Myers. So this one here is Karen Myers. This one here is Heather Valentin. So ah, we may have to do that. So Karen Myers has been on the channel, and if you have missed that interview, go back and watch it because she is just a complete darling. We will be doing both, just not all at once. And you had to do it for Jen, didn't you? But Karen Myers was on the channel, and she will be on the channel again. I have to talk to her about coming on when her next book comes out. And if you haven't seen it, head on over there. Awesome, Shannon. Hello. So go and watch it because she is a darling person. She is just so talented and so fun. Laugh out loud. It wasn't me. Yeah, they did it for you. So we've got 13 votes and 19 viewers. So I'm going to call the vote in a couple of seconds here. So this one here is Heather Valentin, and this one here is Karen Myers. And of course, we will be using the new pencils. So we will be using the Seeing Essence pencils for that. I did work a little bit on the uh, picture that Shannon started that I was coloring along. So yes, better vote before I start counting, because then, Jen's just going to have to do the ha ha ha's in between each number. Hello, Catherine. So yes, Marble Manor is the Karen Myers, and the Ghosties is Heather Valentin. See, there we go. I haven't even started and she's doing the laugh. And hello, Catherine. All right, so I'm going to count down and we're going to make the choice in Jen, that's funny. Okay, so in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to end the poll. Nice try, though. So it is the Karen Myers picture that we will be coloring. You're a funny one. All right, so we are going to be coloring Marble Hill Manor. I'm going to switch you over to the close-up camera so that we can get a close-up picture of this creepy, creepy looking house. And we're going to start up here, I think. I usually start in the middle of the page, but that's pretty much this whole area here, so that's where we're going to start. And we are going to use the Seeing Essence colored pencils. So if you didn't watch the review, the first impressions of these, it was the video on Friday after the Felissimos. Oh, it's not too bad. It may have to, we will be coloring this all week, so I know Shannon's probably cringing, but so we're going to start with our grays. So I need number 111 first of all. Yeah, she'll be okay. All right, just giving it a bit of a sharpen. So this is a green gray, and I want to give that little bit of green shadow here. A little bit of that mossy look to the shadows. And I might have to zoom you in a little bit because the details are really kind of small. So let's zoom you in. Zoom you in. Oh, it is zoomed in. Okay, so we're going to zoom it this way. Maybe. There we go. That's better. That's better. Then we'll put it the full screen. There we go. All right. There. Yep, then y'all zoom in. And hopefully can actually see what I'm doing. Now this is a gray-green, so it is going to show as gray. So it's not your monitors or the lack of color. It's just because it's gray. We will be using the Seeing Essence colored pencils that I just reviewed on Friday. And I'll show you the swatch. It's zoomed in a little bit too, really far now, so I'll have to move it along. And this is the color we're using right now. That's funny, Jen. I did purchase these on AliExpress, and they are available for shipping to the US now. When I purchased them, they were not available for shipping to the US. There is, of course, a shipping cost where if you have the ability to ship somewhere in Canada, that cost is not there. So I'm just putting in a little bit of the green shadowing for that area as well on the boards, especially on this side. Because this is darker area here. Yeah, they caught my eye on AliExpress. And I did do a bit of a comparison to the Tombow Irrigatons on my first impressions video, and they are much smoother than the Tombows. They're a little bit softer. I still think the Tombows are the best option if you prefer a harder pencil for details, but they are pretty. And the Tombows does have a lot more of the um, pastel colors as well as the neon colors, if you prefer those. So I'm just going through. So there's a front porch here that juts out. So I'm filling in that back area with the gray, like so. Same with up here, like that. All right, now we're going to go in with a bit of a lighter gray. So I'm going to use 118, which has a little bit of a green tinge to it as well, but it's much lighter. Awesome, Catherine. You're not late. You're fine. So this is one of the sets that my husband brought home when he went and spent a week in Maryland with his friends. One of his friends brought them down from Canada because I had them shipped to his house because they weren't available in the US for shipping. Oh dear, hold on one second. I've got an itch under my eye and I don't want to put my fingers all over my glasses. Awesome, Yana. I don't know how well this will be as a spooky house, but we will do our best. I'm just going to blanket color this and then I'll go back through with a dark gray and do the panels. I'm also going to do the light from the windows here before I go too far with the grays. I'm just going to add just enough to put the color there. And like I said, this is a bit of a green gray. It's very, very light on the green, very heavy on the gray. Awesome. Hello, Yuna. Okay. And those windows are dark. So it does not look like there's any light on downstairs. All right. Um, yeah, that is definitely one of my least favorites. Another one of my least favorites is and I'm probably going to get shot for this one. Um, I'm not fond of Crayola. They're definitely not one of those ones that I gravitate towards. For artist grade sets, my least favorite is I do believe they're Spectrum Noir, the Color Soft group. I didn't like those either. Actually, hated those. I actually sent those back. Another one that I have purchased, tried to review, and then sent back was the Masters set, the 150 Masters that were supposed to be Peloton created. I sent those back too. Those were horrible. I didn't even get through swatching the first layer. They were nasty. So this is a much deeper gray, and I'm just doing the boarding with it. Hello, Della. Good morning. Good morning. I have seen people do absolutely gorgeous things with them. Personally, I didn't. I didn't find them very easy to use, and they blended horribly for me. And it may be the paper that I'm choosing to use them on, but yeah, they're just not my favorite. So these windows up here all have lights on in them, so I'm going to be putting a faint glow coming from them. But I'm going to put a little bit of a darker shadow coming off of the tower here, the vestibule. I think that's what it's called. Yes, 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 that is very true. The Starjoy Golds do make wonderful, wonderful pencils to test pencil sharpeners with, because they do have a softer consistency, and they give me great joy in putting them through the electric sharpeners. Nice! Finger painting with stickles. That's so Shannon and Tanya, if you're both here and able to type. I have gotten the PDF separated and ready for choosing. If Sarah comes in, do you guys want to make that choice today, or do you want to do that privately on Instagram? Exactly. Now they sparkle just like you. You're fine, Della. I was talking to Miss Shannon and Miss Tanya and Miss Sarah if she is here lurking. She was up late last night, so I don't know if she's here. Yep, now she's complete with fairy dust. All right. I'll let Shannon weigh in on it. Hello, Joyce. So again, just going through with that gray. With old wood, it turns a warm gray sometimes, or a green gray when exposed to the elements for a long period of time. And since I don't know how to do peeling paint, we're just going to expose it to the elements. All right. And then for the pillars, we'll add a bit of black as well, of decay. Because this is nighttime, it makes it a little bit easier to do the walls and that. Oh, absolutely. I was just wondering, I did get that PDF separated. Did you want to, you and Tanya, choose your pages now, or do you want to do that on privately on Instagram? Let you fight over it? Okay. So, do you want to do it as picking your page itself, or do you want to do it as picking a number and being surprised by what page you pick? That's another, that's the other, that's the other choice. So you want to do it. Well, I have broken down the great big huge page. Here, I'll show you. I will show you. It, exactly. So, okay, so you need to pick the part. Okay. So, hold on a sec. I'll put the black back in there for a second. I'm going to move my pencils because this is big. So what I've done is I had my husband split this. Ah, there's Sarah. So we can all pick. Sarah's here now too. So he cut it into 4 pieces. So it's 4 PDFs now. The 2 end pages are quite detailed, but they're a little bit smaller than the center pages. So for everybody that doesn't know what's going on, this is a coloring that we're going to do together but separately. So each of us is going to color a panel, and then we're going to put it all back together again and create the colored picture. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 panels, and this is this is done by Fabrica Fantasy, and this is the Ancient Sagas book. The far right. So this one. I was going to make you choose a number. So this one, Shannon? Okay. This one? The one with the corn? Yeah, I'm going to actually go through because the way she sells her books is different. So I will definitely have to pull that up for you. Okay, so this one here is Tanya. And you want this one here? That's Shannon. Which one do you want, Sarah? This one or this one? I'll move it over so you can see all of them. Sarah! You're fine. Unless Miss Sarah's gone away. I know she was here. I saw her. This one here. All right. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll send you a PDF of your section, and then we will color them. If you want to color them, she was thinking. I see. No, snap of the moment, guys. Snap of the moment. So we'll color them. If you want to do it on your channel, color it on your channel. I would kind of like to do it on my channel, so I want to do mine on the 29th of October because I don't have anything really scheduled for that week. So if you want to do it on your channel, please do. I'll go through and talk to Fabrica and make sure I have all the links correct on how to get to the books and that sort of thing. And if you want to post that, that'd be awesome. She can use as much advertising and promotion as she can possibly get. She's such a wonderful, wonderful person. So, and her art is just so cute. So this one here is mine. So we'll go through and we will each color our perspective pages, and then we'll put them all together. If you guys don't mind doing that for the first week of November, that'd be awesome. But whenever you get it done, right? So I had marked, numbered them all. on the back because I was just going to make you choose a number and you were going to be surprised. But I don't want to make Tanya stressed out over it. So and I'll send those off to you guys on Instagram. Anything you want. Anything you want. And just for those that are waiting for information on the Artex 120 set, I did speak to my Artex contact, and he did confirm that those did change to November. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Shannon. And that way I can put it all together. Yeah, you take your time with it. It'll get done when, and it's actually only half a page, Tanya, so you can do it. So, the Artex are coming out in November. They had a new product come out that he was not aware of, and it shifted when the pencils were going to come out because the pencils are classified as an old product. Extending them was not priority over the new product. But the sad thing is that he's actually retiring, so I won't have contact with him anymore, which kind of sucks because I was building a really good rapport with him. I hope I didn't make him retire. All right, so now we're going to go in with number 94. You can do it, no problems. Now I'm going to put a bit of moon here. We're going to do the roof shingles up here. I'm going to add a bit of brown here. And down here on the pillars as well, we're going to add some browns and some creamy whitish colors. Actually, he's setting me up with somebody new. He's putting me in contact with his replacement, so. I don't bug them. I just politely ask questions. And next Wednesday, we're going to have Delane from Color Pocket here. And I did choose a card to color while she was here, but she has surprised me with a new deck of cards from a new artist. So I will be coloring from that and showing you guys all the new artist pictures, which will be fun. So much going on in the corner right now. Not a problem. Yeah, Shyla pitter-pattered out the door. Yeah, I hope you can too. Jen has family coming into town, of course, for the wedding because her daughter is getting married. October is such a busy month. Awesome. And just for all of you in Canada or Mexico, Color Pocket is now available on Amazon in both of those areas as well. So, and she is working towards doing something for shipping to the UK, but I don't know what. It will be fun. Yeah, it's going to be a fun couple of weeks for you. It's going to be a bit stressful for you, but you'll handle it because you are awesome. Still say you should get Shannon up there to do your photography. Just going to use this around the windows as well. Yeah. Oh dear, Shannon. Yeah. Stay married. That always helps. Just doing the window sills here with this brown. Oh dear. Yes. Yeah. I don't have that issue. I have I use them all the time. I have two different sets of Artilicious, both the 50 set, which is a harder, more student grade set, as well as the 72 set, which is a softer artist grade set. And both are fantastic. The student grade is much harder and can be used very nicely for detailing. And the softer artist grade ones are great for smushing things up. I have reviewed them a couple of times. Just coloring in the front of the patio deck, whatever you want to call it here. The front porch. Putting a little bit of that brown in the pillars. Dirtying them up a little bit. Same with the roof line. Putting a little bit of dirt on the front door. Oh my goodness. You two are hilarious. I just looked up and saw that. Yes, yes, they would be fine for Una to use. Um, which ones did she get? The 50 or the 72? The 72 are a bit soft, so if she's heavy-handed, she may get frustrated with how quickly they disappear. Oh, good Lord. Thank you. You would think that they would, figure out that this is coloring, not adult content, like that sort of thing. And I know it's because I have it marked for adult content, but really. Alright, so now we're going to re-add a little bit of black. Yeah. Okay. Just going to put some black under here. I missed those pillars. Let's grab our brown. Make sure we fill in that dark space behind the curtains. And a little bit more on the door here. Alright. Now we're going to take number 113. And we're just going to fill it in. And we need some yellow. So number 6. That's the one I want. Yeah, definitely would give her some practice on that, because if you do color with them heavy-handed, it will give a little bit of a squash to the pencil if you got the 72 set, which is the artist grade. Putting in a bit of yellow here on the roof tiles. It's a very, very light yellow, but it'll show through the gray. Let's fix that. That's better. It was looking a little out of focus. So I just put it in focus for you. So when we put the gray over top of it, it's going to show that yellow from the moon. I gotta sharpen this pencil. Not all partners are as understanding as mine is, my dear. He is the sweetest hubby ever. Shannon colors very light-handed. Not even a Prisma white, Shannon? Yeah, it is. He's just as spoiled. Never used a Prisma white? Okay. Yes, we have. Not all are as understanding when it comes to the hobby. I do have backup Prisma whites. I have had to replace the Prisma white. But that's the only one I've ever had to replace. Prisma white and Prisma black I've had to replace. And I'm not sure if that's because of breakage or because of using a heavier hand with them. Just saying. Prismas do tend to break quite a bit. All right. Have a great day, Rinka. Thank you for hopping in. You do it perfectly fine. But yeah, that's the only one I've ever had to replace too, is the Prisma white and black. And like I said, I think it's more because of breakage, trying to sharpen them, than anything else. So I'm leaving this part here open for some yellow from the light from the windows. uh, I think that's fantastic. Now I'm going to have to go back and watch it because I did miss your live, but because I'm not too into the beauty and horror books. so I wasn't in a hurry to watch it. But to do them as cute little people in party hats, I can get behind that one. It's not that they're scary and yuck. It's just it's just not my coloring style. I would just make them cute and yeah. And I tend to get a little bit too into the realism of it and end up making myself, terrified of my page. Yes, I can dazzle us with your counting skills. With my counting, yeah. Uh, so how many sets do I have now? I have over 100. Yeah, I have over 100 sets. Yeah, I have a few. I think it was last count when I looked at my swatch charts. I have about 70 of them swatched, like to the swatches redone on my swatch charts. So I will be releasing those fairly soon here. I want to get them all swatched first. Just putting in the yellow for the windows here. I'm going to go with a darker yellow as well. Yeah, if you want me to, I can show you a little bit of the corner. I did do a walkthrough of the corner. It did take me 4 days to do. Um, yeah, and that was over a year and well, almost 2 years ago. It was when I first started. Maybe a year ago. But yeah, if you want, I can flip the camera and give you a little bit of a look-see at the corner. Oh, hello, Mr. Choo Choo. Uh, uh, So, do you want to see it? If you do, I will show you. If you don't, that's perfectly fine too. Cause, yeah. All right. So there is the majority of our manor done. Just gonna go with some gray over top of the door here, as well as the steps. This is the lighter green gray. I love those pencils. They're so nice. All right, so y'all want to see? Are you sure? All right, guys. This is not my fault. Just saying. It Yeah, both. All right, so I'm going to switch you back over to the main camera. And then I'm going to pop the camera off. So I'm going to actually put you on intermission so I don't make anybody sick. And I will be right back. All right. So let's see how far I can go with this. This is the colored pencils. That entire shelving unit is all colored pencils. And then that shelving unit over there is also colored pencils. So yeah, I've got a few sets. So yeah, I've got a few. And then I've got those ones there, those ones there, those ones there, some down there, and some in my bedroom. So yeah, a couple of sets. So yeah. And up there I've got a bunch of different ones that are still in their boxes that I have been thinking about putting into bags, but have been hesitant. All right, so I'm going to put you back over onto the intermission. I'll keep the camera, the voice on, or actually I'll just switch you over to the close-up camera so that I don't make you sick. And then I can watch. So yeah, that is so far the colored pencil collection, and it is a collection. I do not suggest that anybody needs this amount of colored pencils to do any sort of artwork. But yeah, it is the colored pencil collection. Okay, I'm just going to switch over to the main camera just to make sure I have it set up right. And that you're not all looking down at my my lap. There we go. All right, now we'll go back over to the close-up. So yeah, I have a few sets of colored pencils. No problem at all. One day I'll do another walkthrough. I did my walkthrough and I kind of got a little discouraged doing it. Not even discouraged, a little embarrassed doing it. Because the comments that I got were not friendly at all. And it kind of discouraged me from doing it ever again. So I need number 89. Yes, I do need a bigger shelf. That's right. Yeah, people. And it was earlier um in the YouTube experience, and yeah, people were not very nice about it. I was called a hoarder. Oh yeah, people are just not nice. Exactly. So I'm going through with number 89, and I'm going into the dirt area under the mansion here. uh, yes, they do. I didn't think it looked like a hoard. I thought it looked like a collection. It's not like they're piled all over the place and taking up, vast amounts of space in my house. Yep, before I had the thick YouTube skin, yeah. Yours isn't a hoard either. It's a collection. And it wasn't even all my pencils. That was just what I showed you was just pencils. It's not all my gel pens and markers and I'd have to actually pull those out. It's amazing how much it looks, how nice and neat and tidy it looks. It doesn't look like a whole bunch. And then you start pulling things out and putting them on counters, how much it just sort of looks, ends up being a lot more than it looks. It is a well curated collection, that's right. If I wasn't in between the kitchen and the living room, I may have that problem, but I'm literally in between my living room and kitchen, so I'm in the corner of my house. So I'm in behind the corner couch. One of these days, these children will move out, and I will. I will have my room. Although that does not look like it's happening anytime soon. Oh, I need one of those. I want one of those. Although I'd need like three of those. I like the Dream Box. They're so expensive though. No, no, it doesn't. They just start cooking for themselves and making a big mess of my house. And then I have more to do because then I have to clean it up because yeah, they don't know how to clean to my requirements. Dreambox is a storage system for crafts and hobbies. It's very expensive. Don't get him tempted. I don't have anywhere to put it right now, so. All right, so we're going to get the marble run done here. Yeah, I want one or two of those myself. But not until I get into my own area where it would be useful. Although, if I get rid of the couch, we don't have guests anyway, right? Oh, I don't know if I've been good this year. Yeah, he got, the filament that he used for those roses, Alex? He brought me home an entire roll from Earth, from his trip. He says he bought it because I like it, but I think he bought it just because he likes it too. Yep, I'm just a bad girl. Oh no, Shannon. Yeah, you gotta fill that up. So this is pretty much what I'm gonna do for the entire hill here. I'm not gonna bore you coloring all things brown. I think I'll do a little bit of the brickwork here after I do this section because if I stop now, I'll forget. And then we'll move on to something else, like a pumpkin or two. Oh no! Yes, when they're open, they see all the goodies. Oh, yeah, yeah, that happens. Well, at least you got one. Well, the one thing about that, Shannon, I have considered, a she shed type thing, and I fight my own brain on whether or not it would get used as much as having it in the house because when I want to do something, when I want to color or something like that, I don't want to be having to pack up, like my drink and myself and everything and go outside and go to the she shed. However, the privacy or the getaway from the children sometimes is uh, um, enticing, so to speak. So it's a toss up between them, but I think that I would probably color less if I did that because I'd actually have to go out and leave the house. Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing is it rains here a lot too. Hello, Dion. Yeah, exactly. You won't go over there in the dark and yeah. Well, I have some different things that Bob has created for me that makes it easier to stay organized, but it is not a simple task sometimes. Sometimes I just go to the side of everything and just throw my pencils down. Um, just saying. Yeah, see, there we go. Exactly. Except for if they live in it, I have to classify it as a domicile or something like that, don't I? And I don't think we're zoned for that. All right, now I'm going to add number 84, which is a bit of an orange, burnt orange color. And I'm just going to do a couple of these bricks with it. That. Yeah, don't you have one of those, Christina? I could have sworn you were married. Oh, there's our friend again. See, you guys are all talking about swapping husbands, and this guy thinks that he wants to get in on the action. So now I'm just going through with the medium brown gray, and I'm going right over top of those terracotta colors. Oh. I don't know if it's a disability, but for some men, following directions is not something they do well. So um, it just may be the fact that he's a man, Christina. All right, now we're going to go back in with the black. And fill in the little entrance there, as well as the little entrance here. So that's the way I'm going to do the brickwork here and here. We're going to do this little entrance here. And I'm going to grab this brown. Yeah. You can keep that. I don't mind the cold. I'd rather be cold than hot. But that cold is, yeah, I wouldn't even be able to go grocery shopping in that cold. People would starve. Because I would not leave the house. Alright, now we're going to take our gray again. Yeah, that's true. Angie's List. I think it's just called Angie's now. Alright, I'm going to take that brown again, and I'm just going to slowly blend those two colors together. I want it to look like a bit of a clay type of texture. A little bit of a clay dirt kind of look. And this is the only pencil out of the whole set that broke in transit, which I was really quite impressed with, to have only one pencil that actually broke. Oh, don't feel silly. I know you were just joking around and whatnot, but just giving you some suggestions, dear. I don't know if Angie's List has any husbands, but Yes, yes you did. And you protected my pencils all the time, so you are awesome. There we go. Okay, so that's how we're going to do that whole area. This part here will also be done like that. All right, let's see how far. Okay, so we've got just over half an hour left. So I'm going to move those over. And we're going to, I think we're going to do, let's see, let's do some pumpkins. Let's do some little pumpkin houses. Because why not? Dion gets snow all the time. It's awesome. She likes the snow. All right, so we're going to start with number 84. Yes, that's it. Actually, I think I want to put a lighter one down first. That is the correct one. Yeah, we have 4 seasons here all in one day too. Is it already snowing there, Dion? My goodness. Yeah, it's 80 degrees here, so I don't think we'll be getting any of that white stuff anytime soon. So I'm just blanketing the entire pumpkin with the light orange. And then we'll be adding our shadows and other fun colors. And let's actually put that up so you can actually see it. That's awesome, Jen. And number 84. I do think I said hello, Dion. I did see you come in, and I think I said hello. Brain isn't working anymore. Yeah, weather is weird. Okay, make sure I did. All right, now I'm going to go in with a medium orange, number 46. It's cold in the UK. Yeah, that's pretty much it here too. And hello, Mo. How are you? Yeah, we haven't had rain in ages. Not enough to do anything really. I tried to call Dad on Thanksgiving, but the phone just went to straight to busy signal, so I don't know if he was on the phone or if his phone is still out. Yeah, one moment at a time. Yep, I know the feeling. It's a little bit more so for you. So for any of you that don't know who Kenworth is, that is my stepsister Morgan, and yeah, she's a wonderful person. So be nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if his phones were still down or if they were working on them or not, but it was a busy so. And you know how Dad is with the phone. Yeah, let's hurry up and get off. So hello, poet. Well, you better, because if you mean to my sis, I'm gonna have to do something drastic. Just saying. Yeah, I try to give him a call, but every once in a while, he has a tendency to, especially with me being in the States, he has a tendency to rush me off the phone. So he's still under the impression it's long distance and it's costing 1 million. We might do a pink pumpkin. I did a purple pumpkin. We can do a pink pumpkin. Sure, why not? Oh, that's funny. Oh. Yeah, you were not quick enough there, Shannon. It's Bobby's birthday today, so after stream, I've got a. Bobby is my youngest. He turns 20 today, so I will have to do things. Oh no. Yep, they're all getting grown up. Now, if only they can get out. Yes, yes, I understand. Well, if you see me in Discord, you should just pop in and say hi. Thank you all. Yeah, I think the closest Blick store for me is up in Portland. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, he's a youngin'. Now, if only he can figure out what he wants to do with his life. I think it was easier when I was growing up because we never had to figure it out. Our parents figured it out for us. It was like, okay, you're an adult now, get out. That was all the figuring out we needed. Near Woodburn, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, Yana, have a lovely, lovely weekend. Yeah. Another road trip. Well, sometimes you just gotta throw darts at one or two of them. I have a couple of them that I would like to stick to the dartboard and not just the pictures. But, it does. It does make you feel better. And as long as it makes you feel better, that's all that matters. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. And I wouldn't be able to do that anyway because then I'd have to bring them down into the US and they'd figure out where I lived. And it's good to have them not know where I live. Oh, I'm quite sure he knows where all the candy stores are up there. And if he doesn't, he'll figure it out. So I'm just going back and forth between the dark orange, medium orange, and the light orange. Darkening as we get closer to the back side of the pumpkin. Although this does have contrasting light areas. So this area here could be lighter, but it's behind the fence, so I'm just saying this one is darker. And we've got light coming from the windows, so those areas are going to be lighter. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Why would I ignore Bill? I didn't see Bill say hi. Well, yeah, then if he's going to say something like that, then yes, I'm going to ignore Bill. Because yes, all I've colored is this one pumpkin, Bill. We've been busy. Exactly. We don't just color here. This person's name is Karen E. Myers. Um, Asmina? I would say Asmina. But I don't get those right all the time either, so. Or Asmin. Asmina? Asmina? And that's a door. I should be coloring that orange. That halfway dark. And then I'm going to use a bit of yellow just to brighten it up a little. And then for the window. Like so. And then we're going to take the bright yellow here. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Asmina. So this one here is number 42. And I'm going to go around the window. Like so. Alright, so then we have this pumpkin here, and I think we're going to make that pumpkin the pink pumpkin. Awesome! Well done. Oh, you're fine, Kenny. Absolutely, all the more. All the more, the merrier. You know, because I could be very wrong. Yeah, it took you a while. But at least it's done now. Yeah, Tanya doesn't swatch. if If we could do all Tanya's swatching for her, she would be very pleased with that. And I would do it for her, but yeah, you have been busy. Not like you are being lazy or not doing it. You've been busy. We understand. So the reason to swatch is so that you can see what colors your pencils are before you put them on the page. Because a lot of times, the colors are not what they seem to be. Just saying. What did I miss? That's funny. Yes, but when you have a picture in your brain and you go, okay, I want this color, and you pick up the wrong color and go, oh, well, that wasn't the color I was expecting. That's why you swatch. Uh-huh. Well, I did find that because I'm really, really afraid of losing too much of the charisma color all at once, that the doll one, the Teagle, worked very well on them. Hello, Dawn. Because it just wants to. They want to let us know of their wares. Shannon doesn't leave it up long enough for Tanya to go check it out. And Jen's getting them this time too. Awesome. You're just both beating it down. All right, so I'm going back in with number 6. And then we're going to take the darker one as well. Sharpen this one. Ah, see, there you go. There we go. That's better. All right, so there we have our little pink pumpkin. All right, bye-bye, Dion. Take care, dear. Thank you for stopping in. All right, so now we're going to go back with our black, and we're going to do the fencing. I'm just going to touch on a couple of different areas so that when we come back to it, we don't have so much to do. I will try to go through and color up the rest of the areas that I've touched, and of course I'll film that. Yes, Tanya likes the pink one. Printing me a clicky counter. Okay, I don't know why. Not quite sure what that is. I don't know. I don't know what a clicky counter is. Oh dear. I don't think we need one of those. Ah. I was going through my drawers the other day looking for something and found another set of pencils that I forgot that I stuck away. Oh dear. Let's not do that. Okay. That isn't enough. I have two sets of pencils that would stop that from working. Yeah, it's like I said, I have two sets of pencils that'll make that stop working. Just two. You know, two of the sets will make that stop working. Between the Felissimos and the Brute Funer 520s, I've got 1,020 pencils right there, and that just would make that stop working. I don't have I really don't like choosing a favorite because there's so many different applications. Um, I have a favorite that I like to use on a couple of different ones that I like to use on crate space paper. These ones are turning out to be really well on crate space paper. I'm not fighting them at all. And this is just Amazon basic crate space paper. Um, there are some that do not work whatsoever on Amazon paper. So then plus there's some that don't work at all on cardstock. They need more tooth than that, like the Felissimos need more tooth than is provided with their swatch cards. So it all depends upon the application. It all depends upon what I'm using it in, what kind of paper it is. And paper is the hugest deciding factor on which pencils I'll use. Because if the paper ain't going to take the pencils, I ain't going to fight with the paper. Yeah, exactly. All of them. They're all my pretties. Yeah, so basically it just all depends upon what the application is that it's going to be used for, on whether or not it works for it. Now I'm going in with the gray, blending into that black. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Um, since starting the channel, I find that I don't use each set for as much time as I used to. The ones that I've used up the most of is the earlier in my coloring experience is the Farben 72 set. I have actually completely used up a couple of pencils where they're just little stubbies. So I was wrong. I haven't just used up the Prismas. I have used up the Farben as well. But yeah, those are the ones that I used to go to at all times. Now that I've got so many different ones, I don't spend as much time with each set as I should. And I try to rotate through them so that I do spend a little bit of time with each of them. It's almost like your children, you have to rotate time slots so that you spend the appropriate amount of time with each one. So I don't feel like I'm wasting. I don't like feeling like things are being wasted. But so far, right now, one of the ones that I want to use some more that I keep on gravitating towards are both the Artex and the Charismacolor. I'm really, really liking the Charismacolor, which is funny because I hate the Prismacolor, but I like the way the Charismacolors are going down. The Prismacolors are just too dainty, too delicate, and they just break so often that I just can't use them. But the Charismacolor gives me the benefit of Prismacolor without the breakage, which I like that. So yeah. Yes, I do prefer the oil-based pencils than the wax-based pencils. I find that the oil-based pencils do work better in coloring books. Yeah. Yes, smooshy pencils with a blender. Yep. All right, so I'm going to take, speaking of blenders, I'm going to take the blender to this, and then we're going to, I think, call it a day. Yeah, I use Prismas on CreateSpace paper as well. Um, Depending upon the paper. Some CreateSpace paper is really thin, and I find that that is definitely where those softer pencils work better because the tooth is a little bit lacking in it. But I do like a good, and I think that's probably why I prefer to use the cardstock because I really do enjoy using oil-based pencils. And sometimes they're being a little bit harder isn't the greatest thing for the thin CreateSpace paper. They work really well on like Christina Caron's CreateSpace paper. I don't know what she chose that's different, but I'm telling you, I wish everybody could use that paper. Coloring books would be so much, so much more enjoyable for everybody if everybody could use the same paper that Christine uses. You have Lumi, Emmy? Yeah, I know. All right, so I'm going to switch over to the other camera so you can see what we have accomplished. And I don't know why. Let's move that in a little. So that is what we have accomplished so far. We've got the house done. I will finish up the um, marble run here, and I'll finish up the pumpkins. I will record that so that when we come back on Monday for our Matters Monday and our continuation, we're not coloring the same things over and over again. So, Shannon, Shannon, Tanya, and Sarah, I will get those pictures out to you. Um, like I said, if you want to do it on your channel, let me know. I'll make sure that you have um, all the links and everything else to Fabrica's sites and her Facebook. And we can get started on that on the last week of the month and the first week of next month. And we can stream that if we like and give Fabrica some well-deserved exposure. Thank you all very much for being here, and of course, I'm so glad that it was fun for you all. Yes, the Lyra Rembrandt are very good alternative to the Lightfast. All right, guys, with that, thank you all very much for hanging out. I hope you have enjoyed the coloring. I was going to ask you if you wanted to see the full picture of the Fairy Touch of Magic that I've been working on with, or if Shannon wants to see it. Shannon might not want to see it. All right, so I'll give you a quick peek and then I'll go. Ready? So I'm going to move it back a little bit. So there is what I have colored so far on that one. You haven't touched it. Well, I got the coffin done. And a purple pumpkin. So now I just have to do the grass and sky, and then it should be all done. All the little plants and little bobs. Ah, yes. Well, see that works too. You've been making party people out of scary people. I don't mind that. All right, guys. With that, thank you all very much for coming and hanging out. I hope to see you on Monday for Matters Monday. And of course, we will continue with this wonderful page at that time. Until then, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artists that you enjoy. This is one way to make sure that we have more people come and visit us. And of course, as I say at the end of every stream, is always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye bye for now.